Hey guys, it's Hailey. I'm here at home on my living room floor. Welcome to the final week of my One Small Girls vlog with Broadway.com. 8 weeks goes by fast, and you know, when I was initially doing the vlog, my whole goal was that you would get to see me and this family that I've been so lucky to be a part of here in New York. I've been thinking, you know, the past few weeks about what I was gonna do for my final video and what I wanted to say and the point that I wanted to make, and do I want to make it silly? Do I want to make it funny? What do I want to do? I realized after thinking about, you know, how long we've been doing the vlog, I guess there's something that I want everyone to know and take away from this if they don't. My story is my story, and not my story getting to the show. A lot of people think they know that story, and it's a beautiful story and it's a beautiful opportunity that I've been given, and I love doing the show, but I thought I would share my story, the story of me, because, well, I'll get there at the end of the video, but I was born in Humble, Texas, on February 16th, 1999, right at the turn of the century. I was adopted as an infant baby, and I was raised by my two parents in a small town called Happy Valley, Oregon. I grew up very energetic and very loud and obnoxious, and I was always moving and I was always making noise, and I was just one of those crazy kids that, you know, wanted to do it all. I did gymnastics, I played chess, I was a cheerleader, I did swimming, I looked at playing basketball, I love soccer. So I grew up doing a lot of different things, but I was always very awkward, and, like, you know, when it came time for middle school and high school, when kids really get into the team sports, I was on a track team for a little while. It's competitive, and I remember I was super competitive, and I pushed myself really hard, and I decided that I needed to stop and focus on the one thing that I really truly loved all my life, and that was music and theater and storytelling. So my freshman year of high school, I got into my high school's theater department, thespian department, drama department, and I did all of the things. I did the plays, I did the musicals, I worked backstage, I was a house manager, did all of the things, and I struggled. I struggled with feeling like I was an outcast. I didn't have a lot of friends, but the friends that I did have, and that I still have today, I was very, very close with. But I struggled with social anxiety and just being around other kids my age. I dealt with bullying quite a bit growing up. But I always had theater always. Even on my worst days, I always had, and I carried around a little iPod Shuffle that my dad gave me when I was 14. And there was Sweeney Todd on there. There was Phantom of the Opera, Carousel, Hamilton, Chicago, Something Rotten, like everything. I even had some opera, some ballet, hip hop, and then pop. And on my hardest days, I always would just pull out the music and I would just go into a music room and I would sing and I would play the piano and I would just drown out, everything. And I know that there are a lot of kids that do that, and there are a lot of kids that don't have that outlet to do that. What I really wanted to say, all of that being said, is what I've learned about myself in this process of moving to New York and going to school and being away from home and doing a Broadway show and meeting all of these incredible people and people who really truly changed my life and inspire me every day. You have the right to love yourself, and you have the right to speak up for yourself. And you have the right to be goofy and obnoxious and loud and funny and crazy and loving and a light to everyone. You have that right. And you will face, even when you feel like you've made it and you have nothing more to learn and my brain is so full and my heart is so full, there is always something to learn. There is always a way to be better. I tell myself that I will never be perfect. And I also tell myself that it's okay to hate the fact that I will never be perfect. But I am also teaching myself to love who I am and surround myself with people who are beautiful inside and out, and strong-willed and inspirational and kind and giving and honest and earnest and all the things. You have the right to be you. No matter what anyone says, no matter what the social norms are, no matter what the status quo is or what everybody's doing, you have the right to be you, and you don't have to apologize you don't have to apologize to anyone about being yourself. Don't ever apologize to anyone for being yourself and for being you. Be nice, be kind, smile. I like to say hello to strangers. I try to strike up conversations with strangers, but it's New York, so that's a little weird. But say thank you, but be humble, be gracious, be kind, be you, do you, because at the end of the day, you wake up in the morning and you look at you in the mirror and you see your heart, and then you go to bed at night and it's you, and you have to protect your heart and yourself and love yourself. And I think that I've figured that out for myself, but I'm still learning. You are enough. For the longest time, I struggled, honestly. I struggled with answering the question, how are you and T Moon alike? Because there were the obvious things like being adopted, and I'm 18, and I love adventure, and you know, all of those things that make me very similar to her, and I really used that when I brought her story to Broadway. But the other thing that I just discovered, and I've been T Moon for almost 7 months now. I've been playing with her and living with her and breathing as her, and performing every night. T Moon never apologizes for who she is. Ever. She perseveres and she pushes through. She pushes through pain, both physical and mental and emotional pain, and she speaks up when no one thinks it's okay or allowed. She doesn't let anyone or anything get in the way of her dreams. A revelation that I found almost half a year after starting. Wow, I have so much to learn, and we have so much to learn as people. That's what I wanted to share with you. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Thank you for allowing me to share my heart and my life with you, and thank you for allowing me to be goofy and crazy. I am so lucky. And I want you to know that I am always here. You can reach out to me on Twitter, Instagram. Even though I'm a millennial, I'm just now really figuring all of those things out. But yeah, ask me questions, tell me stories. We can talk about things that have nothing to do with the show. But please, please, please reach out to me. Let's help each other and let's lift each other up. As Heather Hadley said a couple months ago, you have to raise someone else's white flag. You have to raise a flag to cheer on and to support and to lead someone else. So I will leave you with that. But thank you so much for being a part of this journey, and I will see you around.